I'm gonna beat the fuck out the Martin. I got the Browns. You gotta go find that dude, with that top of your
Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field from the 6. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by Deshaun Watson. Of course, he...
Let me see what you got.
Cause them dogs is mighty. I bet you don't know where that boy from. Arlington. That's like,
God damn. Go do this at the end of the game.
He wanted to add with fast.
Handled at Clemson and already has 3 Pro Bowls under his belt in the National Football League.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
Stiff-armed him, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Watson. And then nearly an interception here on his opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Watson looks to throw again. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
I'm trying to ball a little quick.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Two good players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on second and long. Watson, he's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The defense coming through on third down. Loss of 7 to bring up forward. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
Oh, God, I was real pretty good there.
And he'll get this somebody
was, I'm saying somebody was got that on him.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards for number 11.
I like watching watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Here
as he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy has the legs to escape most of these.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw is Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that's caught inside the 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Fields, has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
That was earning a first down the long way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, a give to Evans. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll be brought down.
You don't get your weak
at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Here's Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Justin Fields and the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And finishing it all off, Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? So just 3 yards on the completion there. That's going to bring up the 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over third 27. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before the break. Fields going up top. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Yeah, put him on top of that. Oh, we right here. Call timeout. Damn, dude, man, take down.
The final shot before break. Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago. Touchdown. Chase Clayton as time expires in the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos with the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, before to start the second half with the onside kick. Risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from the side, coupled with
all this shit. I ain't even get over
they sell key plays each and every week to that Coach Hilton. Now I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On first down, Fields. Left side taken in by Kmet. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Let's scare ass, ain't gonna hop on.
Somebody.
Get out there, nigga.
Back to throw, Fields.
He got bucked, man.
Velus Jones, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove.
Why you want to play fight for the YouTube? I wrote film that. You blow my ass out 20-0. I've been in.
That's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes over and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it is 28-0.
I told you I had to switch up your defense. You can't play the same defense. I mean, you can. You gotta make a adjustment.
They will send this one away.
Make a adjustment.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he will be blocked out here.
Oh,
20, good coverage.
That's my second time playing with the Browns. I remember that.
Now they get set for their first possession of the third quarter. We haven't exactly been treated with nail biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score, this one's pretty much
Mama,
That's all right.
Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to hang around, especially if it's
A lot of fuck with Tyler. I was going for that unrealistic pick. I'm gonna hit you.
Oh, wait.
Damn, I still ain't hit my defense.
Let's just say it's been a
Yo, big bit to run this nigga. I can't make my head before the shot. Don't tell somebody else.
throwing on third down, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Michael O'Jay.
I've been had it. He's just a problem, dude. You make a beat in the beach.
He's gone right for this defense in this.
You make a beat in the beach.
Something right there, still in the third quarter. It would take
That mind, fool, you trick.
for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left
Tell
in
me
them.
that thing.
Guys have been a better day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
It's a loss of a yard, and now second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good
I
pressure.
don't even know how many points I can really score in the game, bro. A lot of people
wind up
quit.
being taken down for a nice
Like
loss.
this.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1 yard line. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in to lead.
Damn, so got me in there. Don't quit, bro.
I'm almost done for it, though.
That's fucked up. Hey, I scored 27 in the fourth.
Second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have taken a 5-touchdown lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got to set up, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try to put points on the board.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Watson now to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, I knew I wasn't going to hit no pick right there. That's what they tried.
And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back wide. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll begin on the ground here with Evans. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 30 on second down, Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw on second and 10, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Looking deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On fourth down, Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Look at
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And his pass is intercepted for the...
That's all, bro.